Your team's preparation for the upcoming FLL season can have a strong impact on how well your team actually does in the competition. In this video, I'm going to talk about what your team can do before the FLL season starts in order to put your team's best foot forward when it starts. Your team needs to think about three things: the organization of your team, the innovation project, and the robot. By far, the most important thing your team needs to do before the season starts is get organized. Now, I understand sometimes your team may work out of a school or such, and it may not be possible to get organized fully before the season starts. But if your team doesn't operate out of a school, please try to organize your team as soon as possible. Here is a list of some of the many things your team should figure out before the season starts. Good organization on your team is important because even if your team isn't trying to necessarily win the competition, but just wants to have a good time, if your team is poorly organized, this can cause a lot of frustrations for your team, your mentors, any parents, and frankly, anyone else that deals with your team. Your team can start working on the innovation project the moment they know what the season will be about. In this case, it's about underwater things, so your team can already start thinking about underwater problems and consider what experts your team might talk about. Your team can also think about how they're going to do the presentation. All of this stuff can be figured out before the season even starts because FL has always generally done innovation projects in the same way. Your team can already start thinking about it, although I would not try to go too quickly because your team should not burn out before the season even starts. To work on the robot before the season starts, you should focus mainly on learning new skills. So your team can try scoring points on a previous season, or improving your previous year's robot, or maybe trying a new concept that your team hasn't done, maybe learn how to use a sensor. You get the idea. However, do not try to build a robot that scores points on this upcoming season because nobody knows how to do that yet. You can try to build a good base robot that your team thinks might work for the upcoming season, though. Alright, that's all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments down below as well. You can also email me here if you want to talk to me about how I can help your FLL team get ready for the upcoming season. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.